YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever platforms end up seeing this. Hope everybody's having a blessed and wonderful day. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started, though. Today's title of the video, as you can see from the thumbnail and title, we're going to be covering potential Colorado targets. Some of these targets already have been targeted, meaning that they have scheduled visits coming up, and some of these players have not. And these are just my opinion of what I feel like CU would need going into next year as far as players. As you know, the transfer portal has been going wild. It's only week one. You got a lot of things that's taken into par that's kind of helping these young men make these decisions as far as such as things like NIL, just to change the scenery, better opportunity, and also just to win a national championship as well. So you really can't blame them. It's a plethora of things that these young men kind of are going after and chasing. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the first potential target. First and foremost, we got Liberty offensive lineman Jordan White. Before I even continue, as y'all can see, this Instagram post came from No Skull Zone CU. So shout out to their Instagram page. This is where I got that picture from. I don't want nobody to think this is my picture at all. But anyway, I haven't had that much film on him at all, to be honest. He's probably the least player I've like pretty much deep dived into. But I'm going to trust Dion on this one. I also did hear some good things about him as well. So we'll see what he can bring to the table as well. I'm going to just go ahead and jump to the next one. We have who's his offensive lineman, his quarterback. We have Liberty QB Caden Salter. Many of you know him. He's literally one of the top quarterbacks in the transfer portal right now. Definitely a dual threat quarterback. Can run the ball, can throw the ball. So it's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot of conversation going back and forth about whether or not, if he came to Boulder, would he, start because of the 5-star Juju Lewis. Some people are saying that Juju Lewis should just sit for 1 year and let the veteran Caden Salter, for example, kind of develop him. And some are saying that Juju should start, but have that veteran quarterback in the back that has a lot of experience, who's actually good, kind of help develop him as well. My opinion is, and these are just my opinions, I don't really see him coming in and just sitting, because he's a really, really good quarterback. Like, if he came in and just sat, I really wonder, like, what was his purpose of coming? Like, was it just to be developed? Was it to get more eyes on you? Like, what was it all about? Juju, not to knock any credit off him, he's a wonderful quarterback. He's not a 5-star for no reason at all. He's coming out of Georgia, played for Carrollton High School. He's 16 years old. Some people might look at that and say, yeah, he's only 16. He should sit for 1 year. He's still young. His body still needs to mature. He still has a lot of things to learn. It's kind of too much on his plate at once at such a young age. That's kind of his decision. Like, you really can't pick and choose for him. And I'm sure the coaches are going to put him in the best predicament as possible when it comes to, bringing him in as that starting quarterback on the college level. But I don't know. We'll see. Caden Salter, like I said, he's a great, phenomenal quarterback, as well as the other quarterback from Tulane as well. I didn't put him on this list because I highly doubt he's going to come to Boulder, but you never know. You never know. He might just want to come to Boulder just to come visit. Let's look at some of his stats, though. Curious about something from this past season. All right, so for the 2024 regular season stats, he threw for 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, um, and 1,886 yards, passing yards. He's only a junior out of Cedar Hill, Texas, 6'1", 200. So good size, definitely good size. His pass completion is 56 though, 56.3. That could be a little. That could be a little iffy, to be honest. Like I said, overall he's a great quarterback. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll be interested to see what he do within the next couple of weeks. Remember that there is 2 portal windows, so this ends pretty soon, and then we have another one in the spring as well. So we'll see. Next, we have C.J. Daniels, who actually used to be one of Caden's wide receivers when he was at Liberty. He was actually one of his main targets. As you can see, C.J. Daniels is 6'3", 205, out of Georgia. So a lot of Georgia boys in here, Georgia, Florida, and Texas boys. Definitely that's what Deion goes after. I feel like he'll be a good fit if Caden Salter came. Him and Juju might connect. I don't know. That'll also be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure Caden Salter could have reached out to him about coming to Boulder at some point, but I haven't heard any word about him coming to Boulder or speaking with anybody from Boulder or scheduling any visits just yet. Like I said, it's still kind of early. It's only like, what is it, day 3 of the portal, so portal madness is crazy. Tomorrow could be like the craziest day for all we know. So definitely looking forward to see what he can bring to the table if he did come. Let's take a look at his stats. So this past year, he had 42 receptions for 480 yards, but he didn't score any touchdowns, which is completely fine. He contributed, but not as much as that we would have liked him to. That could be why CU hasn't had any conversation with him, to my knowledge. Like I said, I don't know if that has happened yet, and they're working something out with that young man. Anyway, without further ado, moving to the next dude. Here we go, my man Zach Atkins. I really, really like him a lot. I like him a whole lot. I feel like he'll come in and he'll make a huge impact day one. He is 6'3", 240 pounds. I'm interested to see what he's going to do. He came from a smaller school, so I don't know how that's going to map out as far as him playing on a bigger level. Let's take a look at his stats, though. If you're joining, welcome. I can't exactly see who's joining, but welcome to the live. All right. Pulled up the wrong Zach Atkins. That's crazy. Anyway, I want to skip him. I'm not going to go too much in depth with him. I think he would be a great fit for CU, though. Anyway, next and foremost, we got Taufik Bayard. Taufik Bayard is actually close to where I used to live at back up north. He went to DeMatha High School, then transferred, and he then committed to UCF. He's a safety. He scheduled a visit to Colorado on December 20th, so definitely looking forward to see what his decision is. He's a hell of a player. I'm not going to lie. I watched this film. I feel like he'll be a wonderful fit to kind of replace Cameron Craig Salmon in the back. I always mess up his name, as well as Shiloh. Yeah, I know Shiloh didn't have the year that we expected him to have this past year, but it is what it is. The season damn near over now. But I feel like he'll come in and he'll set the tone early. With a lot of competition, of course. I don't know what RJ and Savion Riley and them are planning on doing, as well as the commits that we just got from high school. So definitely interested to see what he's going to do as far as his decision and what he can actually contribute this year. Let's take a look at his stats, though. Just kind of curious. Hey, also, if you're in this live, share it out as well so that others are able to join. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them as well. I'll do my best to answer them. All right. So for this past season, he had 34 solo tackles, 1 interception. He's 6'1", 200, so definitely good size at the safety position. He had 20 assist tackles, 2 sacks, and my bad. He didn't have any forced fumbles. But overall, not looking bad at all. I feel like with the right development, with the coaches and staff that they have at CU, he'll come in and contribute as well early on. I don't know who's going to be the coaches next year for CU. I do know that Dion mentioned on one of the well-off media videos that there's going to be some changes to the coaching staff. Right now we have Robert Livingston. He's a hell of a coach. I like him a lot as a coach. I hope that he doesn't go anywhere, but with him being a good coach, they do offer good coaches, head coaching position to other programs or even in the NFL. So he did come from the NFL as well too. So we never know. Anyway, without further ado, let's head on to the next player. We got, and if I mess up your name and y'all happen to see this, my fault, yo. We got Garvell Lightfoot. I do know that he's scheduled a visit on the 21st, I believe. He's 6'3", 296 pounds, so definitely good size. One thing I learned about CU is they don't go for the biggest person at all. If you're too big, they will actually make you lose weight. I noticed that on the defensive side. Just the trenches period, I noticed that they'll make you drop weight. You ain't going to have no choice but to drop weight up in that high altitude out there in Boulder. So I did watch his film. He's a dog. I don't say that about too many people, but I feel like he's really good. Slept on, definitely underrated. A lot of people might not know who he is, but let's take a look at some of his stats. Garvell Lightfoot, 6 foot. All right, so yeah, he's out of Fresno State too, by the way. He had 11 solo tackles. He didn't have any sacks or any forced fumbles, which is completely fine. Smaller school. Now, with that being said, I don't know how he's going to do on a bigger level. As far as that yet, he did overall have 37 total tackles this past season. So I feel like with the right coaching, we have Warren Sapp, so we know what he do. I feel like with his coaching and his teachings, I feel like he'll get him right to where he need to be. I apologize if you hear that train. I live right next to a train. My bad. It'll come and go within the next 30 seconds. So I'll do my best to try to talk over that. Anyway, moving on. We have Reginald Hughes. He just scheduled a visit. He's from Jack State. I could definitely pull up his stats. All right, he's 6'2", 230, out of Mississippi. He had 83 tackles, 4.5 sacks this season, 0 forced fumbles, and 0 interceptions. So he's definitely a dog. I would love for them to bring him in. Our biggest need is definitely going to be our linebackers for sure. We're losing Levante Bentley, and we're also losing Nikai Hill Green. I always mess up some people's names. I got those two middle name and last names. Those are two work pieces. Losing them. The whole defense, period. Like they all leaving. It seems like. And I feel like this past season they were definitely unstoppable, except for that Kansas game. We're not going to talk about that though. That was a disaster. That shouldn't have happened, and we would have been having a different conversation right now. But anyway. Let's move on next. We have Tulsa wide receiver Joseph Williams is set to visit Colorado December 20th. I noticed a lot of them are coming around the 20th and the 21st, so they might end up doing these visits with each other. I haven't gotten a lot of film on him quite. Let's take a look at his stats, though. I'm tired. I typed in Tulsa wide receiver. I didn't even type in his name. That's how you know I'm tired. It's at my third video today. Trying to stay consistent for you guys, so definitely going to keep them coming. All right, I got him pulled up. So 6'2", 195. He's a freshman. Great size. 30 receptions for 588 yards, 5 TDs, and he averages 9.6 yards per reception. Looks like Colorado's going for a lot of dudes who are a little bit taller this season. I do know that in one of the well-off media videos that they mentioned that they were looking for speed. He definitely has some wheels on him, so I feel like he can go. And just about what he'll do with that opportunity as well. I'm looking forward to him coming in, though. I feel like he'll contribute. We do have a plethora of wide receivers, though. I'm not even going to lie, that I kind of have faith in. Not kind of, I have faith in. Like Cam Michael. Can't wait to see him play. I ain't going to lie. I was ready to see him play last year, but he got hurt. Draylon Miller did his thing. Of course, you got O. You already know about O. I ain't got to go into it about O. I wish O played a little bit more last year, this past season, but it is what it is. He ended up getting hurt anyway as well, but I feel like he's going to come back with a bang. Who am I missing? And then even the recruits. You got Adrian Wilson. You got Farrakhan, ex-Farrakhan. You got it's. I feel like we're gonna have a nice rotation. One thing I noticed, and Terrell Timmons. One thing I noticed about these wide receivers, they get rotated. It's not just a set group. They're constantly getting rotated, but I don't know what the offense is going to look like next year. The offense can look completely different next year, so it might not even look like how it looked last year because Shador and Travis are not there. So we'll see. Next, we got Jonte Cook, Mr. I Ain't Hard to Find. Definitely seen that post that he put under Coach Prime's picture, so that definitely raised some eyebrows. So I don't know if he's just trolling or if he really, really wanted to be contacted. Would love to have him. Most definitely love to have him. He came out of DeSoto High School. He's a baller. I heard many things as to why he didn't play that much at Texas. I'm not going to go into that. That's not my place to say, especially if I don't know the full story about. But I would love to have him. I'm pretty sure Coach Prime and the rest of the staff would get him right and get him to where he dream of going. Definitely has the potential. Definitely a top wide receiver in the portal. I believe. I don't know what number wide receiver he is. He's battling kind of neck to neck with Eric Rivers, who we're going to talk about in a few minutes. He's 6 foot, 185. Definitely got the wheels as well. Like I said, they're looking for speed as well. And he has the SEC experience as well too. So definitely looking forward to see if he's going to schedule a visit and if he's going to come and if he's going to commit. Would love to have you, bro. If you end up seeing this, slide, bro, slide. Next we got Caleb Oldham. This is Julian Lewis's #1 target when they both played together at Carrollton. I'm pretty sure Juju has something to do with this, as far as hitting him up and saying, "Hey, bro, just slide to see you, bro. Like, you feel me? We can have that connection again." Um, so, so I would love to see him come. He's 6'5", 227. That's a big dude. Some people are categorizing him as a wide receiver / tight end. So that might be a plus as well. We might be able to use him in different packages for both. But I don't know. We'll see. But with this being Juju Lewis #1 target when they both play with each other, I feel like that will be great for Juju Lewis's development and helping him get into the swing of things as well. So I don't know. We'll see. He also scheduled a visit to come, so I hope we can land him. I really, really do. Next, we got Elliot Donald. He's either the cousin, nephew, brother of Aaron Donald, from what I heard. He's from Pitt. 6'3", 275. Let's take a look at some of his stats. Pittsburgh Panthers. So he's a junior, like I said, 6'3", 275, out of Pittsburgh, PA. So this past season, he had my bad, y'all. I was loading. 1 solo tackle, 5 assisted tackles, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions. I'm pretty sure he's working with his brother, cousin, whatever he is to Aaron Donald. I'm pretty sure he's working with him, so I got faith in him. That if he came into Boulder with also the help of Warren Sapp, I feel like he can be created into a dog. I mean, it's just in his genetics. But don't quote me yet. I would like to see him brought in though, and I feel like it's definitely possible. Anyway, I'm not going to dive too much deep into that one though. This is my #1 pick, Josiah Trotter. He's out of PA. Y'all know this where I'm from too. He played for St. Joe's Prep. He's the son of Jeremiah Trotter Sr. and also the brother of Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He ain't got no choice but to be a dog, so, you know. But needless to say, we need him. So, bro, if you see this, I need you to slide, like, for real. We need you. I don't know what Prime and them got to do, what they got to say to you, but, bro, we need you to slide, like, yesterday. Let's take a look at his stats. 6'2", 238, out of Philadelphia, PA. We know that. 37 solo tackles, 0.5 sacks, one interception, a total of 93 tackles. He a dog. I mean, I don't really even need to go into it. Y'all just gotta look him up, look at his highlights, look at his stats. He's a dog coming out of West Virginia. Not a bad program at all. It was a program I was looking at back when I played as well. But I feel like Boulder will be a hell of a place for him to come and shine. And I mean that. So we need to do whatever we need to do, Buff fans, scouts, whatever, recruiters, to get him into Boulder. Definitely would love to see that. Andrew Drones, 6'2", 220. Let me just jump right to his stats. From Grambling State. We need him too. Well, damn, how many Andrew Jones is it? All right. 54 solo tackles, 57 assisted, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 0 interceptions. Shh. Hey, bro, I need you to slide the computer, bro. See you, fans, recruitment, whatever you gotta do, bring him in. I don't know if he's on your radar. If he's not, shh. He need to slide. Got my head itching right now. He need to slide. Jaheim Olders. He has scheduled a visit as well. He was originally at Bama. From my understanding, he got hurt. Then he hit the portal. I thought he committed to Ole Miss, but I guess that was just the crystal balls. But he's now crystal ball 100% the Boulder. So I would love that with the help of Warren Sapp, his size. Yeah, no diddy. Yeah, we on to something. And I seen some of his highlights. He nice. I ain't gonna lie. He nice. Big dude. Definitely a big dude. I'm not sure if he's friends with Anquin Barnes. I know Anquin Barnes came from Alabama as well. I'm not sure if he hit him up and said, hey, bro, I need you to slide. So, we can do what it do. But I don't know. It's glad to hear that he's on our radar to land a commitment. And I hope he stays with us. Actually stays with us. Don't just commit and then find another school later. Joshua Bates called this the Matt McChesney project. Now, I definitely heard that he was one of Matt McChesney kids. As far as Matt McChesney training him back in the day, Matt McChesney spoke very, very high of him. He said he's a fucking unit. He's a dog. So I would love to see what he can contribute. He's a center, 6'3", 315. I'm noticing that they're bringing in a couple of centers. I know we have Cash Cleveland, but it's always good to have those veterans as well as just that competition and that depth to kind of compete. You just never know. Dudes get hurt. And having a person that's going to push you every day, you just never know who's going to start each week. Because they're constantly pushing each other. But Joshua Bates, he's pretty good. Looked at some of his stats. I feel like he'll be a great addition, and I'm sure Matt McChesney would conjure him up again and continue to train with him if he isn't still training with him. Next, we got Andrew Gentry, 6'7", 327, great size. I believe this is the one out of Michigan. He's a Colorado native as well. I never realized, but it's a lot of Colorado dudes as far as offensive, just trenches, period, that get overlooked, that we don't even realize they're from Colorado. But I see that they're trying to bring about that Colorado pipeline as far as getting them dudes in to stay home. So I would love to have them here. He came from Michigan, so we know they ball, and I believe he started at Michigan as well. So I would love to bring him in. We need that as well. TJ McCaff. I don't know if he's related to DK McCaff. I think I seen somebody ask that in another video before. They say he's like his cousin or something, but don't quote me. I ain't even gonna get into that. Let's look at his stats before I even talk about him. Arkansas Razorbacks. 6'1", 200, great size safety out of Birmingham, Alabama. 56 tackles, 0 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 3 interceptions. That's good money right there. Like I said, we're going to need that replacement for Shiloh and Cam. Not to say that RJ and Savion Riley can't do it. Like I said, it's just good just to have that depth and have those dudes who are going to compete with each other at the end of the day and help develop each other. But I feel like he'll actually come in to make a huge impact at that safety position. He's only a sophomore. I'm noticing that we're targeting a lot of juniors and sophomores, so they'll be here for some years if they don't decide to enter into the NFL draft their junior year. But definitely good to have those younger dudes that can make plays come in. Last but not least, Bear Alexander, who I don't have a lot of faith in coming to Boulder at all, but I feel like he would have been a great target. I heard that he's leaning more towards Oregon, so I don't know what's going on with that. I swear months ago he was talking about he wanted to be in Boulder. I don't know how true that was, but it is what it is. If he comes, he comes. If he don't, he don't. It'd be a hell of an addition to have, especially with Jaheim Otis, Anquin Barnes, Samuel Condola, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I would love to have him in Boulder, but at the end of the day, he got to do his best for him. We feel like it's best for him down the line. But, bro, if you see this, we'd love to have you in Boulder. Just give it a thought. Pray about it, think about it, and let us know. Prom ain't hard to find. I always wanted to say that. Chill. I got this cough. I get this cough every year. I don't know. It visits me every single year, and it don't leave until like 2 months later. Anyway, who cares? Who asks, right? But those are my top targets as of right now. I forgot to put Jacob Manu from Arizona. I like him as well, number 5. I don't know if he's looking towards his way at all yet, or if CU ever contacted him, or if they even interested in him. But I feel like he'll be a great he's a linebacker. I feel like he'll be a great addition to CU as well. I forgot to put him on that list. And I didn't put Eric Rivers on that list because by the time I made this video, it was already too late. But Eric Rivers is also setting a visit to CU. He's a hell of a player as well. He's a top receiver in the portal right now. So to hear that we have made contact with him and he's setting up a visit, well, have set up a visit, is good news. Check his stats out really quick. Florida International, 5'11", 174, out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. 62 reception for 1,172 yards, 12 TDs. Yeah, you might need him. Some people say he might be leaning over towards the SEC schools, but you never know. You just never know. So definitely can't wait to see what else is going to happen with this portal. You just never know. You really never know. Like I said, with the NIL and opportunity, mostly NIL, it seems to be attracting a lot of people. I don't blame them. Go get your money. But just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons as well. Make sure it's going to mean something as far as your development and where you want to go next. Always had that plan. So, anyway, I'm getting tired. I know y'all can see it in my eyes. I feel like I'm talking in circles right now. I'll get with y'all tomorrow. I'm not sure if my guest is going to be on here tomorrow yet. I guess y'all see when I do my live. Make sure y'all feel free to like, comment, and share. Subscribe. Let me know what you think. Keep the comment section respectful. It's okay to have your opinions about stuff and your 2 cents and put your 2 cents in. But please be respectful. No race cards or anything like that. Yeah, let's make this fun and engaging. This is an upcoming channel, so y'all just be on the lookout. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all night.